said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The give to the back.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's moving out of the pocket. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Working that left side now. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. They'll run the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
and you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Here's the handoff. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the option. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Now, we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game. The offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the 1st down.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the defense got him at the 27.
And that is the way you set the tone, man, early and often. Here in the 1st quarter, getting your 1st sack. Nice job by this defense. They had 4 last week, and it's looking like today it's going to be more of the same.
And the Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Creates a little room, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Gets it to the back. Powers through the defender. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. On 4th down, looking to pass. Finds him out of the backfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Quickly to the tight end. On the move is the 30. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
He'll take it himself. Breaks into the open. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia! I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Out of bounds at the 34, a productive job by the return team. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Goes to the option. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
The Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Keene. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And they did tack on the extra point. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Caught in the backfield, it's Lindsey. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Running back searching for a hole. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Smart play call here. Anytime you can use the defense's aggressiveness against them, that's the way you do it. Eventually, you'll catch them out of position and bust a big play.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run the option. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes that Alabama offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll run play action. Under fire. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. and the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle box as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. The offense changing the play. 3rd down play from the gun. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got 1 pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me one, too.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Trying to turn the corner on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Complete on 3rd down. Powers through. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. There he goes. Bust through behind his pad. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
It's in the tight end in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for space. It's Lindsey. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Leaves it with the running back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Right back to him on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Finds his man. It's Lindsey. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Lindsey. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got his man quickly. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Deep in enemy territory, ball's at the 3. They can pick up a 1st down without scoring a touchdown, and here they go on 4th and short. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half.
Tackle on the play at the 15-yard line. That's a 1st down for the offense.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Ready to go back to work on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the...
Turning it on! Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Takes the easy one to the back. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Fights off the defender. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense? Scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying the football and creating a negative.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
And Talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Motion from the back. They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to...
Breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Alabama quickly back to the line. Quarterback keeps it. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
This offense simply has to pay this off on 3rd and goal. They desperately need a touchdown. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he's gonna score. Touchdown, Bama! Gotta start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now that question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Returner goes out of bounds.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll go to the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This defense obviously came into this game prepared for the quarterback run. Linebackers, DBs, they're keying on him and just waiting for him to pull that football, and you saw their ability to get hats to the ball quickly.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Quickly complete. There he goes. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
A designed run for the quarterback. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, a lot of space. And he ran away from wants to take it in. Touchdown, Georgia! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Quarterback empties his backfield. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Under fire. He'll take the deep shot. Reels it in down the left side. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Alabama pushing the tempo. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Stoneburner. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates...
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Makes his man miss.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He'll run it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Found enough room to cross the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. That's not enough to move the chains. It'll be fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back. And he's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark. And when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Yeah, and those quarterbacks have the opportunity with those RPOs. They can quickly give it to the running back and make it a run, and he pulls it. I'm not sure it's the right decision, or maybe he just didn't get his feet set and everything went well, but obviously that play didn't work very well.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia sends out the punt team. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win in David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here's the pressure. Gets drilled as he throws the big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point, but now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Gets the back moving. Gonna run it. It's Rock. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using the Quinn game. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Alabama quickly back to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And after this play, the cake will be baked. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Can't get him to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.